I'm here in my backyard. Look at these beautiful grape leaves that I have in my backyard. It's really traditional around this time of the year, maybe mid of June to probably mid of July. That's the season for grape leaves to be picked and reserved for the whole year. And when picking grape leaves, you want to make sure you pick the right size, and they have to be all relatively the same size, same color. They need to be tendered. You want to make sure they are round and there are no holes or knots, and it's not yellow in color. This will be a perfect size for a grape leaf. So you need to cut the stems out. You don't want to break the leaves, and you just keep picking the grape leaves. Around this time of the year, you see many Middle Eastern women picking grape leaves from parks, from maybe even like trails, from backyard of some people's houses that have them. And it's really so much fun to be outdoor and pick grape leaves. This reminds you of summer, and summer is always so short, so you want to take advantage of it and be outdoor and have fun with your friends, with your sisters. Make it like an outing and go and tell stories and talk about things and pick grape leaves and have them preserved for the whole year. There are a few more leaves over here that looks like they are great size. Of course, it depends on how large you want them. Some people might pick smaller leaves than these. Some people might pick larger leaves than this. It depends on how you like to roll the leaves and how large you want them to be. But to me, like a medium size will be really a fairly good size for stuffed grape leaves. So I guess I have enough for today, and I will go to my kitchen and maybe start to reserve some of them and prepare some of them for the stuffed grape leaves that I'll be making. I washed all the grape leaves that I picked from our backyard. Look how beautiful. I arranged them I stack them actually one on top of each other, all in the same direction, like that, and I'll let them drain in a basket like this. And now I'm ready to preserve them. Grape leaves, they are not available all year long. They're only available around this time of the year, which is mid-June to mid-July. So if you want to have some grape leaves to use for later on in the year, you really need to find a way to preserve them so you can have them ready. Of course, you can always buy them from a supermarket packed in jars in liquid made of lemon and citrus acid and salt. But it's nothing like homemade picked and homemade preserved, of course, grape leaves. So there are a few ways we could use to preserve grape leaves. One of them is the old-fashioned way, which was drying the grape leaves. My mom always used to do this, and she used to hang them. She had a robe across the room, and she used to hang them, and then once they are dry, completely dry, bone dry, she will just immerse them in some warm water, and they'll be nice and soft, and they'll be ready to do. So this is what she do, almost make a necklace out of the grape leaves. So I have a sturdy thread here and a large needle. So what I would do is I will take a pack of maybe 8 to 10 of them, fold them in half and fold them again, and then just put the needle in there through all of them, and then keep adding stacks just like that. Years before, they did not have any refrigerators or didn't have freezers or even jar. They couldn't find any grape leaves in jars to buy to use stuffed grape leaves. So many places they only have stuffed grape leaves during summertime. Then they found this way. I don't know, my mom said this was the only way they used to preserve the grape leaves when she was young. So they'll have like many necklaces like this hanged, and then they'll be just ready to use whenever they need them. And it's so easy. They don't need to be preserved. They just need to be dried and then immersed in water to soften them. And this should be ready. Almost looks like a necklace. See how beautiful they look? And what an easy way to preserve grape leaves. It looks like a necklace made out of grape leaves. So now what I would do is I will just tie both ends together, and then I have one that's already made. It's drying. You see it's changed, the color has changed, and you can see some spots are already dry, but they need probably a few more days depending on how hot the weather is and how hot the sun is to dry completely. You make sure they are completely dried so they won't go bad. So you just hang them in a place where you think there is a lot of sun or place for them to dry. The other way to preserve grape leaves is, of course, the easiest way is all what you need to do is, of course, after you wash every single one of them from both sides, all what you need to do is take a stack. Of course, you need to drain as much water as possible, so these are completely dried. Just take a stack and place them in a Ziploc bag, freezer Ziploc bag, like this. About maybe 30 or 40 of them in each bag, just like that. Close it, and this will go in the freezer. It can last for up to 2 years, and then when you take them out, defrost them, dip them in some hot water, and they'll be just ready to go for stuffing. That's the easiest way to me. But the more popular way that I enjoy doing and I like doing is, of course, preserve them in a liquid made of lemon juice and salt water. So this is what I would do. You could use any kind of jar. You could use small jars like that for probably just one individual use. So this is what you do. You just take a stack and then like that, and then place it in a jar and keep adding until probably it's completely full. And then we'll set it on the side for now, and then we'll add the solution when we finish packing all of them. Now we'll have our last stack in there. Everything gets nicely packed in the jars. Now I will prepare the solution that goes on top for preserving the grape leaves. So I have 4 cups of freshly squeezed lemon juice. To this, I will add 2 cups of water and about 1/4 cup of salt. We need a lot of salt because they need to be preserved for the whole year. So we need to add enough salt in there. It might look like a lot, but actually it's not for this much solution. And now what I would do is I will just add it. I want to make sure everything, all the leaf parts are covered with the lemon solution, completely covered. We'll cover them and they'll go in the fridge for up to 1 year.